Hello, everybody. How are we today? Oh, I only have one. Hello, guys. How are we today? We had some issues with Val's class, but don't worry, guys. You are with me now. Okay, so you're all in safe hands. How are you guys today? Is there? All right, we're going good. So as you guys know, we are doing a mashup. So we're combining Val's class with my class today. Okay. Good. Perfect. Thank you, Valeria. I appreciate the comments. As you guys know, we got the chat, which is in the bottom right. Okay, so you could say something like that. Good. Hello. I'm going to send a chat right now. How are we? Okay. And that's basically what's going to happen. So right now we're just going to hold on for a bit. And at 11:30 direct, we will start. Okay, 11:30 on the spot. Hello, everybody. How are you guys? Perfect. So as you guys know, I'll be speaking, okay, and you'll be chatting. All right, that's how it's going to be. It's a bit different from Blossom, okay, guys? So as you guys know, there's no restaurant, all right? It's just my house, and the coffee will be quicker, okay? The coffee will be quicker. Perfect. I am doing good, thank you, guys. Are you guys enjoying the quarantine? How are you guys doing with the quarantine? Hello, Esme. Hello, everybody. So, guys, as I said earlier on, okay, we will start at 11:30. Okay, right now we're just testing the Wi-Fi. We're seeing how everything's going, and then we're going to start at 11:30. Okay. So, guys, how are you doing overall? How are you enjoying this lovely weather in the quarantine? The beautiful, beautiful weather. How are you guys doing? Perfect. Okay. Very good. Very good. Good. I'm just checking if all the connections are good and everything is perfect. So, guys, as I said, there's some newcomers. What we are doing today is we are combining level 1 with level 2. Okay? So it's going to be both levels together. As you know, on the bottom right, hi, Gonzalo, this is for both levels. Okay, guys? For both levels. We are doing both. Because level 1 couldn't happen because of Wi-Fi problems. So we're doing level 1 and level 2 today. Okay, guys? So level 1 and level 2 today. Very good. So, guys, let's do a quick questionnaire before we start. Where are you watching this live stream? Okay, so where are you watching this? Okay, guys, so I am doing this in my living room. I can't do it outside because there's so much noise. So where are you guys watching this video? Exactly, Valeria. 1 and 2 are together. Perfect. So where are you guys watching this live stream? Are you in your room? Are you outside having a nice cup of tea? Are you in your living room? Where are you guys watching? I am in my living room right now. Okay, guys? All right. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you, guys. We got living room. We got in my room. How is your connection over there? Do you have good connection, or how's your connection? Is it good or bad? Perfect. Very good, guys. Thank you for using the chat. Excellent. That's how you have to use it. Perfect. Ooh, nice coffee. A4ZAF. What type of coffee are you drinking? A cappuccino or an all black? Hello guys, welcome newcomers. Welcome, welcome. So as I said to the other guys, what we're doing is level 1 and level 2 together. Okay, so level 1 and level 2 are together. You have a chat at the bottom over there. Very good, cappuccino. I prefer an all black coffee. I prefer it all black, but an espresso I prefer. Good, guys. A glass of water. It's important to drink water. It's important. Perfect, guys. So it is 11:30 on the dot. So what that means is we are starting this Easy English live stream. Okay, guys? I like mate too. Fernando, what do you like, mate with or without sugar? So I'm going to put a question here, with or without sugar. That's important. I prefer mate without sugar. I like the mate amargo, how they say in Spanish. All right. Perfect, guys. So we are starting. For those that are coming now, the newcomers, we are doing level 1 and level 2 together. Okay? So today's topic is homemade food versus takeaway. Okay? So today's topic. Today we're going to discuss homemade food, okay, versus takeaway food. So the idea, guys, is, let me put that away. The idea is you guys tell me what's your opinion through the chat, okay? So we're going to talk about homemade food versus takeaway food, and you tell me through the chat if I'm speaking too fast, if you don't understand anything, okay? And you just write it in the chat, and then I'll look at it and I'll answer it, okay? So as I wrote there, guys, we are doing homemade food versus takeaway food, okay? So we know homemade food is food that can make at home, okay, like a lovely pasta, or I don't know, what else could we make? A nice pizza. And takeaway food is more like hamburgers, okay, pizza as well. So that's what we're going to talk about. But before we start with that, for those of you that do not know, my name is Martin, okay? Martin, I'm going to write it here. And I am from Australia, all right? A beautiful part of Australia called Sydney, okay? Yes, I was thinking Blossom has takeaway, but it takes forever, okay? So I don't know if that's the idea. The takeaway is very quick, okay? Good. In these days, I prefer homemade food. That is exactly what we're talking about. Perfect. So we're talking about Martin Palermo. Yes, the football player. I love football. All right. Perfect, guys. So we're starting. Like I said, if I'm saying anything you don't understand, send me a chat. Okay, send a message in the chat, and we'll talk about it. Okay. So we're starting off with homemade versus takeaway food. Okay. And you guys said, some of you said you love homemade food. Some of you guys said that you prefer takeaway, and that is perfect. Okay. As I said, I am from Australia, okay, but I also live in a country called Malta, okay. I live in Malta, okay. So over there, guys, I wrote that I lived in a country called Malta, which is in Europe, and it is lovely. So what I'm going to do right now, guys, is I'm going to show you some of the homemade food that's very popular in Australia and that's very popular in Malta, okay? So we're going to start off with Australia. So if you guys look here, does it show properly? Okay. These are some of the famous foods in Australia. So we got meat pies, okay? Excellent. Daniela went to Malta. Perfect. Perfect. Yes. So in Australia, we love meat pies. Okay. So that is a homemade food that anyone can make. It's basically pastry, minced meat, and yes, exactly, I was thinking meat pies. So you get meat and you get like a pastry and you put in the meat there and then you put it in the oven. So it comes like a huge tarta. In Spanish, it will be like a tarta, but you cover it and it is delicious. So we eat meat pies almost every day in Australia. They're delicious. Then we have something called a Lamington. Okay, we have something called a Lamington. Now this is more of a dessert, guys. This is more of a dessert. So this is like a sponge cake, okay, with chocolate and coconut. But it's very easy to make, and everyone at home makes it, okay? It's very easy to make. So lamingtons, okay? It's a dessert. It's like a chocolate cake with coconut. And then the next thing we make at home is something called fairy bread, okay? Fairy bread. Now this is what we make usually when we have parties because it's very easy. It is just bread with butter and sprinkles. It's very, very easy. Okay, fairy bread. It's pan con manteca y sprinkles. That's it. And it's delicious. You have to try it. The next is barbecue sausage. Okay, BBQ. Basically a sausage made in asado, all right, like an asado sausage. Delicious. And then we have Pavlova. Okay, Pavlova. This is an Australian delicacy. Yes, it is, Daniela. It is delicious. Pavlova is the best. It's merengue, it's crema, uh, custard, fruits, everything. It is absolutely delicious. Okay, guys? So this is the most typical homemade meals in Australia. Okay, they're the most typical. All right. For new people that are coming in right now, because I'm seeing some new viewers, we are, okay, level 1 and level 2 together. Like I said at the beginning, we have a chat right here. It is, yes, it is. Crema pastelera, perfect, that it is, exactly. So guys, any doubts, you send me a message right in this chat and I'll answer it like that, okay? We're talking about homemade food versus takeaway. Right now, I'm explaining you some homemade food from Australia and some homemade food from Malta, okay? So we're just going to go through them for the newcomers, okay? So in Australia, we love our meat pies, okay? It's basically meat in a pie. Easy peasy, okay? Very good. Yes, I'm being really hungry as well, Lara. It is super tasty. Meat pies, they also have chicken pies, vegetarian pies, all types of pies. Lamingtons is like a little cake, a cake with chocolate and coconut. Fairy bread, all right, we usually make fairy bread in parties, and it's basically bread, butter, and sprinkles. That is the idea, okay? Pan, manteca, and sprinkles. Easy peasy. Barbecue sausages, okay, which is basically sausages made in the asado, okay? And then my favorite is pavlova, which is delicious, guys. It is a delicious dessert. It has merengue, like we said, custard, cream, strawberries, all types of fruit, okay? So that is Australian homemade meals, okay? You can buy most of them. What are sprinkles? Sprinkles, that's a good question. I do not know what it is on in Spanish, but it's those colorful things you put on cakes. You put them on cakes. What is it like? Confetti? I think so. I think sprinkles equal granite. Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure, but you know how you can make a cake and then you put the colorful sprinkles on top? That is what it is. Yes, perfect. Thank you very much, Ines. See, there we go. We're helping each other out. Excellent. So that is our some homemade meals from Australia. Okay, you can buy them, you can get them for takeaway, but they are much better homemade. Okay, they taste much better homemade. Now we're going to switch to Maltese food. Okay, we're going to go to Maltese food, which is very different, guys. Maltese food is very, very different. So you're going to be a bit shocked by some of them. Okay, exactly. They will crack your teeth. Sprinkles are very dangerous. I once had a friend who ate a sprinkle and it cracked his front tooth. Okay, so sprinkles are very dangerous. So you have to be careful how you eat them. Excellent. So now we're going to go to Maltese food. So guys, keep in mind that Maltese food is a bit strange. So here it is. Have a look at this. Okay, I know you're thinking, what are some of these words? So some of these words are in Maltese. Okay, so remember, Maltese is a mix of languages. It's Arabic, okay, it's Italian, and it's English all together. So you exactly, Daniela, there is rabbit. Okay, I don't know if my face is coming. Good. So that is what sorry, we're looking at. So a delicacy, okay, so a very popular meal and a very important meal is rabbit. Okay, they adore rabbit in Malta. It's their most delicious meal possible. They love it. Okay, Italian food, English food, and Arabic food. Okay, Daniela. So you have a mix of Italian. Exactly. It's a country with such a big mix. So you have Italian food, English food, and Arabic food. Yes, Arabic. So that is the mix. So you have rabbit, which they love. So they either cook the whole rabbit like a piece of steak, or they make it like a guiso. Okay, but rabbit is very popular, and they usually eat it almost every Sunday. Okay, they love it. So they make like an estofado, guiso, or they eat it like a piece of chicken. Okay, guys? So that is what they do. Then we have something called, if you guys can see, figoli. All right? Figoli. Yes, poor rabbit. So we have something called figoli. Now, what, you'll tell me, Martin, what is this? It's made up. No. Figoli is a type of dessert that they eat in Easter. So we had Easter a couple of weeks ago, or I think last week, I'm not sure. This quarantine make, I don't know the time anymore. But figoli is like a cake they make out of fruits and icing. Okay? So they make figoli every Easter, okay? And it's like a fruit cake. Yes, nothing beats fried breaded meat with fries. That is true. Rabbit is not tasty, guys. I ate rabbit once by mistake. I did not like it. Okay, I did not like it. I prefer meat or chicken or fish, the normal food. Okay. So I see that we're having some more viewers. So I'm going to tell you guys what's happening. So the newcomers, remember we are level 1 and level 2 together. Okay. And basically what we're doing is we're talking about homemade food and takeaway food. I am giving you guys some types of homemade food from Australia and some homemade foods from Malta. Okay. So that's what this first part is going to be. Milanesa is called schnitzel. That is right. Okay, I told it to my students last year and they did not believe me. It is a schnitzel. Good. So we spoke about the rabbit, not very tasty. Figoli, which is like a dessert, but it's really, it has oranges, it has lemons, so it's not very, very tasty. Now, this is what makes Malta very popular. This thing is called a pastizzi, okay? Pastizzi. Pastizzi. Claudia, a figoli, good question, is what we eat in Easter in Malta. So it is a dessert, which is like a cake, okay? It's a cake that basically is with oranges and lemons, okay? And it's very bitter, okay? So it's like a cake with icing, oranges inside, lemons inside, okay? To the newcomers, welcome. We're doing homemade food versus takeaway food, and we're doing Maltese food and Australian homemade food, okay, guys? So we spoke rabbit, figoli, pastizzi, which is delicious, okay? So it's ricotta and pastry, okay? Ricotta in massa, frito, fried, okay? So it's ricotta, pastry, fried, and it comes and it's like this big, all right? And it is absolutely delicious, all right, guys? It's absolutely delicious. Absolutely delicious. Exactly, Valeria. It's a cake of fruits, okay? But they have the fruits inside. And pastizzi are delicious. If you ever go to Malta, you have to try them. Then we have something else called timpana, all right? Yes, it's not cannoli, but it's related to cannoli because cannoli is sweet. This is salty, okay? So the cannoli is sweet and like a dessert. This is more like a dinner or lunch meal, okay? So it has the ricotta, it has salt, so it's savory. The cannoli it's exactly, they're basically brothers, all right? The cannoli and the pastizzi, okay? Because remember, Malta has a lot of Italian influence, okay? Yes, we all love food here. Perfect. The timpana, it's a mixed with, it's like a macaroni and cheese. Frito, again, they love fried food. So it has masa at the top, macaroni, and that's what it is, okay? Then we got something called a hobza, all right, guys? A hobza. This is a type of food that it's very easy to make, and it's actually very, very delicious. So I remember in school when I was really hungry, I went for €1 or 50 cents, depends. You get something called a hobza. A hobza, guys, is basically pan de campo, okay? Pan de campo, massive bread, salsa de tomate, tomato sauce, and olives. And that is it. And a little bit of tuna, I almost forgot. So pan de campo, a big bread. Ricotta, yes, Agustin, it's the same word in English. Okay? For the newcomers, welcome, welcome. All right? We're doing level 1 and level 2, like I said before. We're doing homemade food versus takeaway. Sorry, guys, that I'm repeating myself, but since we keep adding new people, it's best to keep everyone up to date. So we're doing homemade food versus takeaway food. And we're talking about some homemade food from Malta and from Australia. In Spain, eat bread, tomato. Exactly. Exactly. That's basically the same in Malta. So it's bread, tomato sauce, olives, and tuna. Okay? And that's it. But it's a very delicious food. It's very delicious, very simple, and it's very tasty. Our next food is seafood. Okay? They love seafood in Malta. They love it. Okay? So that is our typical homemade food. No, they do not have Glovo. They don't have a lot of. I don't know if they have delivery in Malta. I think they have Uber Eats now, but Glovo no. So good shrimp. They love shrimp in there. So that is basically Maltese food. So I'll go through it one more time. Rabbit, figoli, which is a dessert for Easter. Pastizzi, ricotta, frito, fried ricotta. Timpana, which is basically macaroni and cheese, again, fried. Hobsa, delicious, easy to make. Big bread. I do not know what cazuela is. Seafood is like comida del mar, okay? Seafood is comida del mar, so it could be octopus. I've never eaten octopus. All right, guys? Comida del mar is seafood, okay? That's the idea of seafood. Hobsa, tomato sauce, olives, and tuna. And then seafood, which is all types of food, which is fish, octopus, okay? Mariscos, yes, mussels. It is like a paella, but instead it is basically individual food, okay? So that's the Maltese food, that's the Australian food, and that is perfect, guys. So now you know a little bit about Malta and Australian food, okay? So if you ever go to those countries after the quarantine, of course, because now I don't think they let you, you could try them. I highly recommend them, okay? If you ever go to Australia, you have to eat a meat pie. You have to. If you go to Malta, you have to try a pastitsi, okay? Those are like the two iconic popular meals, okay? Good. So that's homemade food. Takeaway food is a bit different, okay? So guys, I don't know if you watched my native video, okay, where I explained a little bit about Malta. Malta is a very, very tiny country, okay? It fits inside Buenos Aires, okay? The whole country fits inside Buenos Aires. So fast food, there's a lot of vegan food in Australia. Very, very popular veganism, very popular. So like I said, Malta is a very small island, so they don't have a lot of fast food restaurants, okay? They don't have a lot of takeaway restaurants, okay? So Malta is basically very homemade food, very homey food, because it's too small. So you maybe have, I think, 8 McDonald's, maybe 2 KFCs, 3, okay, Burger Kings. Yes, Fernando, poisonous animals everywhere in Australia. We have 11 out of the 12 dangerous animals. Okay? So yeah, like I said, takeaway food in Malta is not very common, okay? Because it's such a small island. There's only one drive-through in Malta, okay? Carolina, Malta is in the Mediterranean. So I'm gonna write it here. It's under Sicily and above Libya. Okay? No, Ignacio, it's not in Italy. Malta is its own country. Okay, it's independent. Exactly. It's an island. It's an island near the Mediterranean. It's under Sicily and above Libya. Okay. So that's a little bit about takeaway food in Malta. It's not very common because it doesn't have a lot of takeaway options. Like I said, okay, there's only one drive-through in the whole country. However, in Australia, there are so many takeaway restaurants because it's so popular. We have a lot of McDonald's, we have a lot of KFC, okay, we have a lot of Red Rooster. In Australia, Burger King, so Burger King is called Hungry Jack's. So you know your famous Burger King here in Argentina and in Europe and in also the United States. It's called Hungry Jack's in Australia because they had some issues with the name. So it's called Hungry Jack's. Okay? What is the most dangerous animal in Australia? Well, we have spiders and snakes. Those are probably our most dangerous animals. Fernando, they speak English in Malta. Okay, they speak English in Malta. They speak English and Maltese, which is their 2 languages, but they speak English. Okay, so like I was saying, in There's ice cream with Coke, right? There is ice cream with Coke. It's delicious. So what I was saying, I got lost in translation. So it's like I saying, fast food not very popular in Malta. In Australia, it is very, very popular. So in Australia, a lot of people eat takeaway food because they're very, very busy. The people in Australia work a lot. So takeaway food is very, very popular. In Malta, it's very small and everything's not that far. So takeaway food is not popular and they like to make homemade food, okay? In Malta, there's a big sensation of family, so they love to eat next to each other. Okay, so Australia, almost everyone eats takeaway food because they're too busy. In Malta, they like to make homemade food. Now I'm going to talk about the times. So what time do we eat? All right. Here in Argentina, I know we eat very, very late. We eat like 10, 11:30 sometimes, which is crazy. Gundi, in Australia, we speak English. Okay, we speak English. English. We don't speak very well, but we speak English. Okay. So, like I was talking about, we're talking about the time we have dinner. Okay. And in Australia, we eat at 6 p.m. I'm not sure if we can have beer in Australia in McDonald's. I don't think so. All I know in McDonald's there are free refills. So free refills. Okay? But going back to my question, my answer. So the time we have dinner in Australia is around 6 p.m., which is very, very early. Okay? We have lunch at 11:30. Okay? Exactly. I eat at 11 o'clock. No, Pedro, in Malta we use the euro. The euro because we're part of the European Union. Okay? So look, Valeria here says she eats at 11 o'clock, which is perfect. But in Australia, you do not even eat at that. You're asleep or 10. In Australia, you are asleep by 8:39. That's the idea. So you eat at 6. Yes, there is coronavirus in Australia. There's quite a lot. But it's a very big country, so they don't really know the number, but there is. Okay. And what else? What else? So they have dinner at 6 p.m. They go to sleep by 8:39. Okay. In Malta, the time they eat dinner is a bit different. Okay. They have dinner at around. What's it called? Sorry, I was distracted by these messages. They have dinner at around 9 p.m., 8:30, okay, which is a bit later, okay? So they have 8 p.m. dinner in Malta, which is a bit later and more European, okay? In Australia, it's very early because remember, the people have to go to work very, very early, okay? Good. Because I'm pretty sure in Australia, Agustin, they can order beer because they love beer in Australia. They love it. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that they have it. Okay, so that's our time of eating. Okay, Australia has the same schedule as the UK? No. Are you talking about time schedule, Gundi, or what type of schedule? Please. All right, good. So like I was saying before we move on to our next topic, in Australia, they have dinner at 6 p.m. Okay. In Malta, they have dinner at 8:30. And here in Argentina, you can have it at 10:11. Okay. That is the difference in time. Okay. Very good. What else can we talk about? So ordering food, as you guys know, here in Argentina, we have Pedidos Ya, you have Globo, you have Rappi, you have Uber Eats. In Australia, you have sort of the same thing, but in Malta, you don't have. You only have, yes, Gundi, you're right. In the UK, they have dinner at 6 p.m. and they follow the same thing in Australia. Very good. Because remember, guys, Australia is a Commonwealth, okay? So basically, all their laws, all their things are followed basically very similar to those of the British. So like Gundi said, which is perfect, they follow almost the same schedule as the British. Lara says, you don't, yes, we have breakfast, but remember in Australia, they wake up very early. So they have breakfast at like 6, 7 a.m., okay? They go to work or they go to school. They have lunch at around 11:30, 12. And they have afternoon tea, which is a merienda acá. So they have afternoon tea. And then they have their dinner, okay? So that is the schedule of an Aussie, okay? Wake up very early, eat very early, go to sleep very early, okay, guys? That is their order. Very good. So now we're going back to takeaway food. Is it popular in Malta? Not so much, okay? There's not a lot of fast food restaurants in Malta, like I said. In Australia, they love fast food, okay? When is the afternoon tea? We're looking at maybe 3:34, okay? 3:30, okay? Where is that? 4 is the afternoon tea, okay? That's the afternoon tea, the merienda that they have in Australia, okay, guys? That's the idea. Good. So now, guys, I want to do a questionnaire, okay, before we go into vocabulary. So let's go. Let's do a questionnaire. So, guys, try to answer in the Slim Shade. Well, welcome, Gundi over there is a fellow student of mine. Okay, what time do you get up in the street? Juaninas, good question. We get up at 6:30. That's when the day starts in Australia. Okay. Remember, in Australia, they love to say early bird gets the worm, okay? They love early birds. Daniela, what would you like me to explain? Tell me. Is there anything about the time change, about season? What seems to be the issue? Okay, guys? So remember, in Australia, earliness, be able. Be able to is an ability that we're able to do something, okay? So yes, like, Daniela, those are topics that you're going to have to revise with your teacher, okay? What we're doing over here is just conversation, okay? The idea is just to speak. So guys, we're going to do a questionnaire. I'm going to ask you a question and try to answer through the chat. How often do you order takeaway? So I put the question there. How often do you order takeaway? Okay, do you have it once a week, twice a week, every day? All right, what is your structure? Okay, never. Okay, we have once a month. Good. All right, on weekends mostly. Good. Never. How many hours do you work in Australia? You can work between 8 to 9 hours. Okay, Carolina, 8 to 9 hours. You could do overtime, which would be 12, but the idea is 8 to 9. So we got once a week, never, sometimes, twice a month. Wow, very healthy, guys. Very, very healthy. Once a week, in the weekends. Good. What's your favorite takeaway food? Okay, guys. What's your favorite takeaway food? All right. What's your favorite takeaway food? Now, I order once a week. Yes. Now with the situation, we order a lot here now. Something once a week, now never. Good. Sushi. Ah, sushi. Okay. Ice cream. Good. Sushi, hamburgers, KFC. I love KFC. Very good. Sushi, perfect. There's very big sushi fans here in Argentina. They love sushi. Very good. Empanadas. Very good. And what do you guys think of the takeaway service? Is it good or is it bad? Is it fast here in Argentina or is it very slow? Okay. We got Roberto who loves to cook. Excellent. Ice cream. Empanadas in English, Luis, are empanadas. Okay. There's no change to it. Okay. So an empanada in English is an empanada. Some people like to call them mini calzones or mini pizzas, but those are Americans and I don't believe it. So an empanada is an empanada. Okay, guys? Mila pizza, sometimes fast, yeah, never exactly. The service tends to be very bad. Okay. Pedisha and those apps, they are very slow. Thank you, Sim Shady. They are. Milanesas, Tiara, like we said, are schnitzels in English. Okay, so good. We explained a little bit of our favorite food. Very good, perfect. Now we're going to go into some vocabulary. Okay, guys? We're going to do some vocabulary. Again, delivery time is good. It could be better. I think so. All right, we're going to do some vocabulary, guys. So we're going to do some vocab. Uber Eats. Ah, Uber Eats, but isn't Uber Eats expensive? All right, not bad. Very good. Very good questions, guys. So we're going to go to vocabulary. All right, guys? So most of you already know what this vocabulary is. If you don't, you can send me a message right there. Okay? So let's start plain and simple. All right, guys? So we got carry out. Okay? Carry out. That is our vocabulary, our first word. Carry out. So carry out, guys, is another way to say take out. Another word is to say take away food or take out is carry out. Eat in, okay, eat in basically means you eat in the restaurant, okay? So you know takeaway is you take the food, all right? Eat in is when you eat inside the restaurant. Drive through, all right, you drive with the car, you pick up the food, okay? Pretty good, guys. Carry out, guys, so you take out the food, okay? Take away. Eat in, you eat inside the restaurant, and drive through. Okay? Now we're going to our next word. So we have cutlery. Cutlery. So this is the fork and knife. This is cubiertos. This is everything. This is how you eat. Okay? Yes, myself included. I'm quite hungry right now. So cutlery. Okay? Tip. We know is propina. This is mainly for a restaurant. You don't leave a tip in Burger King or McDonald's, okay? So this is for a restaurant. This is when you leave them money. And then you got your combo deal, all right? This is your combination deal where you get, for example, a burger, a fries, drinks, okay? Excellent, combo deal. Perfect. So we got 3 tip combo deal. Very good. Now we're going to our next one, okay? We're getting a side dish. We know what a side dish is. So for example, if I order a burger, that's my main dish. If I go, I want some fries, drive-through. Okay, Jacqueline, perfect. So let's go through it one more time. So drive-through is when you drive with the car to pick up your meal, okay? You know when you're in the McDonald's, when you can drive and they give you the food, okay? That is the idea of a drive-through. You drive with your car and you pick it up. Azul cutlery is cubiertos, okay? So I will go through it again, guys. So carry out means take out, okay? Means take away, okay? Take away, okay? Exactly, Lucia. Carry out means take away. Eating means you eat inside the fast food. Yes, we do. We do. Eating means you eat inside the restaurant. Drive-through is, don't worry, drive-through is when you pick it up with the car, okay? Cutlery is cubiertos, okay? Fork and knife, okay? Fork and knife. Tip is the propina, and combination deal is when you get one more, okay? Fausto, if you're bored, you could leave. I mean, honestly. So then we have drinks. You have soft drink, you have your fizzy drink, okay? So your soda. No, right now, guys, you have to keep in mind this is the only way we can speak, all right? So we're trying to use as much technology as we can, but this is the only idea that we can, all right, guys? I'm sorry if it's not very helpful, but it is what it is right now. We're each time we're trying to learn new ways, but if Fausto over here says I'm bored, Fausto, I'm sorry, but you can go, all right? We're trying our best, so I think we need a bit more respect. So you have your drinks, soft and fizzy drink, okay? In the United States, okay, Ivana, side dish is perfect. Side dish is when you get, for example, papa fritas. So you order your burger, that is your main dish, okay? It's your main dish. Your side dish is something extra, okay? It's your extra food, okay? It's your extra food. So your main dish is your main food. All right, who's this Fausto kid? Okay. All right, so we just silenced Fausto, so hopefully he can stop speaking. Yes, gaseosa is fizzy, okay? Thank you, Vicky. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the help, guys. So soft drink and fizzy drink. So this is different ways we say it. So soft drink is usual, national. Fizzy drink, we say it a lot in Australia, okay? Soda, it is basically gaseosa, okay? Alejandra, cutlery is cubiertos, okay? It's what you use to eat. Gundi, yes, French fries are a side dish, okay? Perfect. So let's go. Soft drink, fizzy drink, they're the same meaning, but in Australia we use fizzy drink, okay? Thank you, guys. And then we have condiments. Okay, guys, have a look at here. Condiments. Okay? Condiments. Condiments are ketchup, barbecue sauce, mostaza, okay? Condiments are condimentos. Thank you, guys. I appreciate the kindness, okay? Yes, Lucia. Takeaway is when you go to a restaurant, you take your food. Yes, you are right. Okay? Very good. Aderesos, exactly. So condiments are ketchup, barbecue sauce, okay? Mayonesa, that is what a condiment is. Okay, guys? In Australia, the weirdest condiments are, we have something called chicken salt, which is my favorite thing in the world. So let me put it here. So in Australia, we have something called chicken salt, which is salt that tastes like chicken, and it's delicious, okay? So our last part of vocabulary, guys, is side dish, okay? Fizzy drink, Fizzy is gaseosa, okay? Fizzy is spumante. That's the idea. A fizzy drink is a gaseosa. Exactly. Exactly, like Coke. Side dish, junk food, and refills, okay? That is our vocabulary. Fizzy is like bubbles or gas, exactly. Perfect. So guys, we're gonna revise one more time, okay? So we have carry out, okay, so when you take the food, eat inside the restaurant. Drive through, you pick it up with your car. Cutlery, cubiertos, fork and knife. Tip is what you give the waiter. You don't usually use it in a restaurant. Combo is when you get more than one deal, like a hamburger with two drinks or two hamburgers. Soft drink or fizzy drink is, yes, I'm very hungry as well. Soft drink or fizzy drink, gaseosa. In the United States, they say soda. Condiments are, Thomas, I wake up around 8 in Argentina, around 8. Condiments are ketchup, salt, okay? Side dish is another dish, okay? So your main dish is like fries. Junk food is McDonald's, okay? It's bad food. And refills, guys, refills is when you can refill your drink. Soda is like Coca-Cola, exactly, loose. Alright, guys. So that is today's live session, okay? I hope you guys enjoyed the lesson, okay? Sorry if you guys are not able to speak, all right? There's not that much of a technology to help, okay? So please bear with me, okay? Junk food is fast food, Liliana. Junk food is fast food, exactly, okay? It is very unhealthy. Thank you, Luis. I appreciate you guys coming out and watching the stream. Thank you very much. If you have any issues, you can send a message to your teachers that will send a message to me. All right, guys? So thank you very much for coming. I appreciate your help. And we are going to see if we can do another one next Saturday. Okay? Perfect, guys. Thank you very much. I am going to end this session soon. Thank you guys very much. Have a nice weekend to you guys. Stay safe, okay? Stay safe, enjoy your time, and hopefully I could see you guys in Blossom very soon, okay? Doing our traveling club, okay? Thank you very much, guys, and I am going to end the session, okay? Thank you guys. Stay safe. I really appreciate it. Goodbye.